Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash on Inside FS. I, Joey Styles, Jonathan Coachman, and Aiden English here. And today on Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash and Inside Farseer, we're going to have Bianca Belair here today on Impact on Axs Tv, or Smash It Inside Farseer, Joey Styles says. That's right, Jonathan Coachman said. We have Bianca Belair here, who hopefully wants to become the TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter, for the third time, Jonathan Coachman says. But sadly, that has not seemed to have happened. No, it has not, Jonathan. No, it has not, Joey Styles said. Bianca Belair has been in the TWF since last year, and she had a quite good run as the TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter before she ended up losing it to lead woman Marvel, who lost it to Io Shirai, Joey Styles says. You got that right, Jonathan. You got that right, Joey and Jonathan. She ended up losing it to Io Shirai or Io Sky or whatever you want to call her. At the end of the day, Aiden English says, I don't think she is doing that well. So, I have not won the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings back for the third time. And sadly, that should have not happened. You know, what I don't understand, or what I don't get, is that why lead woman Marvel would want to go after me. And what I don't understand is after lead woman Marvel did whatever the hell she did to me, then we have Io Shirai or Io Sky, whatever you want to call her. She comes out of nowhere and then ends up winning the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings after I lost it to, after I won it back, for the 2nd time, only to lose it to her. So, Io Shirai or Io Sky or whatever you want to call her, she owes me a match for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings. And you know something? I don't care what forgiveness is that she comes up with, or whatever kind of bullshit that she's playing. I first think that lead woman Marvel owes something to me. Alright, so let me understand this right. You're angry at me for what happened. What would it have been? I don't know, 3 months ago. You're angry at me for putting in my gal in the boundary winnings, beating you after you kept the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings for the 2nd time. Then I lose it to Io Shirai or Io Sky after you win it back. So somehow that's my mistake. Somehow that's my mishap. You know it is. Captain Marvel or lead woman Marvel. You know it is. I was the longest lording TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter, on top of being the longest lording WWE Raw Women's Heavyweight Fighter at the time. Until I lost that, till I won it back from before I won it back from Asuka. And then you came along and beat me Only then you lost it to Io Shirai, just like the same thing happened in WWE about 3 months ago. You see, and today I want my match, and you're going to give it to me. Well, hold on here. You're telling me that it's my mistake that that'll happen. Look, I'm sorry for what mishap happened. I'm sorry for that. But don't guilt me or shame me for what happened. Captain Marvel, lead woman Marvel, Bianca Belair, I'm struck that you two still are against each other, because what happened between you two happened, oh my God, 2 months ago. In my understanding, in WWE, they wrote you out wounded because you got been taken out by the wounded lead and wounded run in WWE, and that didn't happen in TWF. So the way I look at it is that you two, have always had this, you two. And let me first talk to you first, lead woman Marvel, because you came to the TWF, I guess 1 month before Bianca Belair did. All right. Now Bianca Belair came to TWF back in 2022 YL from Ollie's, the same way she came in this new offshoot from Ollie's. And you came from the Glassport Thrift Middle, which I don't think we're ever going to be going to ever again. But that's a whole other saga and tale for another day. So, and since Gail Kim's busy doing whatever she's doing, and it would take too much time to pick all this shit down, pick her up, put all that shit back on top of here today on Impact, on Axs TV, or Smash and Inside FS, we're going to see Bianca Belair fight lead woman Marvel. And whoever wins, they get the right to go against Io Shirai or Io Sky for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings. And then the loser, well, they get the 2-1. They get to go for the Women's World Heavyweight winnings, alright? Which is held by Rhea Ripley. And Ecliptor goes, I think we need to start the match now. We need to have the fight now. We only got so much time. Yeah, you're right, Ecliptor. You're right. Let's do the match now, Astronema goes. So we just heard from Astronema, the matchmaker of the TWF and main overseer of the TWF2. We just seen her make that match between Bianca Belair, between Bianca Belair, and lead woman Marvel, Joey Styles says. And now we got this match going on now. Ding, ding, ding. Well, Joey Styles says Astronema made this match between lead woman Marvel and Bianca Belair, and both of them are strong. One of them is strong, the other one is an over good doer. Bianca Belair just picked up lead woman Marvel and slammed her down, and the Fight Lord fell down by mistake too. Joey Styles says, yeah, Bianca Belair is going to say that she is the EST of the TWF, and she's going to say that she's the fastest, that she's the strongest, and she's the mightiest. Jonathan Coachman says she's been saying that since she's been in WWE for years, either on NXT or Raw or SmackDown or Raw or SmackDown. She's been saying that for years. And lead woman Marvel, well, she's an over good doer. And then her body slam, Joey Styles said. And we all know lead woman Marvel is strong because she's an over good doer, and we know that too. Jonathan Coachman said. Well, Aiden English said some folks don't like lead woman Marvel because they don't like how she was written in her films. So a lot of folks don't like her because the way that the show player either played her or the way that the writers wrote herself and her films, Aiden English says. But we're not talking about that. whoever wins gets the right to go for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings. The loser gets to go for the Women's World Heavyweight winnings. Oh, and it seems that Captain Marvel just body slammed it. Bianca Belair, Aiden English says, and she is over good to her. Oh, so we knew that was going to happen. You know. But I, at the end of the day, do have on look for Bianca Belair and Lead Women Marvel for what they have done in the skilled wrestling business. That's all I'm going to say. Lead Women Marvel just hit right in the ring steeple, Aiden English says. And I do got on look for Lead Women Marvel and Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair has picked up Lead Women Marvel and down. She put her down in her hold, Joey Styles says. Will she have enough to beat her? We'll have to see, Jonathan Coachman says, if Bianca Belair is mighty enough or strong enough to beat Lead Woman Marvel or not. Aiden English said it is hard to beat an over good doer since they have might that other men and women do not have. You know, 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, and now has the right to fight Io Shirai or Io Sky for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings, Bianca Belair. Well, Jonathan Coachman says, I can't believe it. Bianca Belair has beat Captain Marvel or Lead Woman Marvel, a over good doer, Jonathan Coachman says. Well, I want to see, Joey Styles says, how Marvel and Bianca Belair are going to deal. Well, it looks like there's a handshake going on. So at least it looks like they got the sportswomanship going on, which is good to see. At the end of the day, Aiden English said, I didn't think Bianca Belair was going to beat Lead Woman Marvel on the grounds that Lead Woman Marvel was an over good doer. And she would just be too strong and too mighty, you know, for her to beat. At least that's what I believed. But at the end of the day, Aiden English said, one was the winner, the other one's a loser. Aiden English says. So, there had to be a winner, had to be a loser. Well, it's not so bad, Joey Styles says. The winner goes to fight for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings, and the loser goes to fight for the Women's World Heavyweight winnings, Joey Styles says. That might be true, Jonathan Coachman says. Some folks might say it's unfair, but Astronema is the one who came up with that oversight, so we had to go with it. Jonathan Coachman said, alright, take it away, Bob Walk. Joey Styles says, thank you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. I'm going to be talking with Bianca Belair here today on Impact, on Axs TV, or Smash on Inside FS. Bianca Belair, a lot of folks didn't think that you were going to be skilled enough to beat Captain Marvel or Lead Woman Marvel since she was an over good doer. Well, I could tell you this, Bob Walk. You know, over good doers, or even, you know, or not, I'd still beat Captain Marvel. Lead Woman Marvel is still a woman. Yes, she's got some overmight. Yes, she's got some skills and craft that some men and women don't have. God gave to her. And yes, some folks maybe not like her for the way she was written in her films. But I still beat her. And now I'm coming after Io Shirai or Io Sky to win back my TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings for the 30th time. You know, it's a long time yielding that the EST of the TWF is going to get back what is hers. See, Wounded Run, they think they run and lead everything. They think they're the overlords, but they're not. They don't lord over anything. You know? And I'm going to go through all of them. And if I have to deal with Bailey and Dakota Kai, and I have to deal just to get to Io Shirai or Io Sky, then I'll do it, Bob Walk. Well, we do know one thing, Bianca Belair. You are the EST of the TWF. You have shown over and over again what you will do to win your winnings. and sooner or later, hopefully, you will become a three-time TWF Women's Heavyweight Fighter. Well, yeah, it's not so bad, because Lead Woman Marvel, she gets to go for the Women's World Heavyweight winnings, which I guess at the end of the day is good for her. I take care of Io Shirai, and she takes care of that bully, Rhea Ripley. Well, that's my talk with Bianca Belair. Back to you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. Thank you, Bob Walk, for talking with Bianca Belair here today on Impact on Axs TV, her Smash and Inside farce here. That's all the time we got here. I, Joey Styles, Jonathan Coachman, Aiden English. We hope you like Impact on Axs TV or Smash on Inside FS, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.